Well, now the reinvention of a radio favourite, SAFM has been around in Adelaide for decades, helping many radio stars launch their stellar careers. But as of Monday, it will operate under a new name. It's been under wraps until now, so here's Vassil Malandris with what will replace it.
The shoebox of love is back.
You're our bride!
There's a tiny part of me that's sad, but there's a huge part of me that's incredibly excited about what we're about to do, that's for sure.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. Are you alright? I'm not particularly proud to be part of it.
It's the end of an iconic Adelaide radio station.
Oh God, it was exciting. It was new territory for everything. We had every other radio station in town calling us a bunch of cowboys. It'll never work.
In 1980, Double SAFM, as it was first known, swayed listeners to tune in to the FM dial for the first time, although sometimes they needed a little help.
But first, you need to discover the FM switch on your radio. It may be on the front, top, side, or tucked away around the back or underneath.
They hit the airwaves with Dire Straits' The Sultans of Swing. Adelaide had its own stereo rock and pop station. Within 2 years, SAFM had become a radio ratings juggernaut.
70% of 18 to 24-year-olds in Adelaide listening to SAFM in the mid-80s.
They even took over the skies.
Sky Show was incredible, you know, one of those events that, you know, literally stopped a city every year. You've got literally 200,000 people.
It was also the launching pad of many successful careers. Southern Cross Austereo's content chief, Craig Bruce, explains.
You know, I remember John Vincent and the Morning Zoo with Grant Cameron. You know, my radio heroes were people like David Day and Andrew Peters and Jeff Alice, and you know, these guys were like rock stars.
Former hosts David Day and John Pembo Pemberton remember those glory days fondly.
One hell of a party. It was great. In fact, the whole station partied all the time.
It was different. It was. You could see there was a shift that was going to be made, and it was happening at SAFM. It was all new. It was the changing of the guard. That's what it was.
Then came the next batch of stars, Adam Hills, Limo and James Brayshaw, to name a few.
Now listen, can you explain right now, please, for the thousands?
There were some groundbreaking shows like Tracks.
Bill Weaver with another Simulrock in stereo simulcast with Channel 7 and SAFM.
Then came the reality radio competitions, from the memorable...
We had ideas like The Great Race, which became a TV show, and Life Swapping, and 15 Days of Fame, and some amazing ideas that came from this building.
Left Paris about 4.5 hours ago.
Excuse me, where have you left?
Paris.
Paris! That was Paris!
To the controversial.
This is absolute crap. You're breaking their hearts, guys.
Oh, it just seems so cruel and so wrong.
And mixed up with plenty of worthwhile causes too.
By giving them something like a shoebox of love, it does give them hope. It sends a strong message that, yes, people do care.
But in the last few years, it's fair to say brand SAFM lost its way and lost its ratings dominance in the cutthroat world of commercial radio.
I think our history, in lots of ways, became a millstone around our necks.
So as of Monday, SAFM will be no more. And for the first time, Today Tonight can reveal its new identity.
The new brand is Adelaide's newest hit radio station, the new Hit 107. It felt like an opportunity for us to go, well, how about we start again?
New name, new hosts, and a new formula.
So we've got a massive event strategy planned for the next few months and through summer with the brand new radio station. These guys are working on that right now. Shh.
In a few weeks' time, the team will also say goodbye to the old studios on Greenhill Road to make way for new digs in the city. No doubt many will lament the loss of the station that started it all, but perhaps the fireworks will be reignited in the digital age.
So all the production and the sounds for the new radio station are being built in this studio right at the moment. Tony, how are we going with that launch piece? Is it ready to go? Yep. Cool. Have a listen.
3, 2, 1.
We'll leave it there.